Like moose, for instance, when they started, they had like 106 in the area. Over the course of 3 or 4 years, when they were done, they had 6. So just that one particular animal alone that we depend on so much as the people, I mean, that should say something, right? I think so, but they don't. They say that IGA's got lots of beef, I guess. I don't know.
So you think maybe even the food conglomerates and there's a corporate agenda that transcends just oil and gas companies.
Yeah, I mean, and then they turn around and talk about what a small little area of the boreal forest or the municipality that they're going to be using up, but they're not taking into account for all the other industries who basically are their sisters or brothers who've consumed up all this land. So what little chunk of land does Alberta have left is my question. Like, I'm not worried about my life. I'm going to die. I'm worried about my children and what they're going to have.
What if somebody said to you, well, they'll get jobs in the oil patch,
Yeah, well,
but your way of life is over. Like,
Yeah.
how do you? Isn't that what you're being told essentially?
That basically is what they're saying. Yeah, what I'm doing out there is irrelevant, which I don't believe it is, because if we ever have a war, there'll be a lot of people that would really like to be out there and away from it all.
And then you think, okay, people, all the wilderness has been destroyed, mowed down in different ways. Like people from China, places where the environmental destruction is terrible, they want to come to Canada to see.
Well, we lose a lot of the tourists over the oil industry because our Athabaska River is supposedly polluted, and people don't want to go on that anymore. People don't want to see that.
Do you take your drinking water straight from Athabaska?
I drank the water right up until, 10, 15 years ago. I was raised on that water. I mean, it's not that we didn't run in the bush to get water. We went down the hill with a pail and grabbed our water. Now we have to go inland to inland lakes and stuff.
I find it very striking that seeing Fort McMurray, it's my first time in Fort McMurray. Fort McMurray is upstream from all the projects. So the people living in Fort McMurray don't have to drink the pollution of the project, but then downstream, who gets it downstream?
Well, us were directly affected. I mean, yeah, Fort Chip is affected, but nowhere near the amount that we are, because we live right on that river. It's not that we're away from it or anything. My cabin is 200 yards away from the river, so, and it's been there for, I don't know, 90 years or whatever. My grandfather built it. So that's what I'm saying is they consulted with the people in Fort Chip, they consulted with the people in Fort McKay and the Métis people, but they have not consulted with us who are actually living out there. I think we have something to say too. I mean, I believe that our voice should be at least heard.
Well, thanks for saying it, bro.